Hey man, say man. Yeah, today we finna cook, man. We finna cook right now. We gonna cook on Shakur Stevenson calling Floyd, Schofield, and his pops bluff. We also gonna cook on William Zepeda ducking once again, just like I said he would. And we gonna cook on Shakur getting on Frank Martin's helmet. Yeah, the ghost Frank Martin. Yeah, Shakur getting on his helmet. We're going to talk about all that. But before we do that, make sure you hit my like button, subscribe, and drop a comment in the comment section after you watch the video. Now, recently, right, Shakur Stevenson and William Zepeda, they were supposed to go at it. They already had a date set for February 22nd. Only one little thing happened. Yeah, Zepeda got in there with Tevin Farmer, and a lot of people will say that Farmer exposed Zepeda. I knew all along William Zepeda was never gonna fight Shakur Stevenson. I told Shakur that. I told everybody that would listen to what I had to say that fight ain't happening because Zepeda don't want it. Now, the funny thing is that after William Zepeda got in the ring with Tevin Farmer and they struggled like they did against Farmer, he started backstepping in the ring. Y'all didn't even notice that, man. He started backstepping because the first thing they asked him about, right, when he got the win over Farmer in the post-fight interview with Shakur Stevenson, he got to talking about, oh, it's a lot of options and we got to see what type of money they gonna put on the table, what type of deal it is and all of that. When I heard that, I said, yep, I've been right the whole time. He ain't gonna fight Shakur, right? Then Tevin Farmer came out and he told everybody that he had a rematch set in place with Zepeda, that they was gonna rematch. So I'm like, okay, on one end, you got people announcing the February 22nd fight between him and Shakur. But then on the other end, you got Tevin Farmer talking about, nah, we didn't talk to them behind the scenes, and me and him gonna bang it out again, right? We gonna rematch. We didn't all agree to rematch. So when I heard that, I said, yeah, I already see what's going down. You know what I'm saying? I already see what's going down. Plus, another thing that I had told y'all a long time ago, the reason that Zepeda would never fight Shakur is I've been heard his trainer, Panda, talk, and Panda said that I'm going to keep it real with y'all. This is what Panda said. He says, no, I'm going to be truthful. I'm going to keep it real. I don't think that Zepeda can beat Shakur in a 12-round fight on a decision, right? If it goes to the scorecard, I don't think he can win. Only way that I see Zepeda beating Shakur is by knocking him out. Now, once they seen that he couldn't go out there and get Tevin Farmer out of there, oh, that was a wrap. That was a wrap right away. So we knew he was going to duck. Now, of course, what does he do? He come out and say that he has a hand injury, right? Well, that's a big coincidence, ain't it? Because we all know that Shakur, he suffered a hand injury, right? A lot of people want to run around and say that, oh man, he faked his hand injury. Come on, man. Yeah, that shit sounds stupid, right? But we all know that Shakur, he suffered a real legitimate hand injury. So what's the best injury to come up with for Zepeda? A hand injury, right? Because if Zepeda say that he got a hand injury, well, his people are like, okay, well, they can't say that you don't have a hand injury when Shakur just had to pull out with a hand injury. So let's just say that we got a hand injury. And you can't trust these dudes. I don't believe that hand injury, not one bit. And the reason I don't believe it is because they were supposed to fight before, right? And Zepeda told Shakur and his team, like, oh no, I'm not fighting for the rest of the year because I'm having a baby, right? I want to spend time with my family, so I'm not taking no more fights for the rest of the year. We can get it on sometime in 2025, right? Then right after that, they turn around and announce that they fighting Tevin Farmer. So come on, man. Like I said, social media is where they be announcing all of this shit at. And these fighters use social media to get the fans all riled up. And all they be doing is pump faking and doing a whole bunch of bluffing. And when we talking about pump faking and doing a bunch of bluffing, let's talk about Floyd Schofield and his pops. First of all, I don't even know why a lot of fans get riled up and hyped up with anything that Floyd Schofield and his pops say, right? They didn't call out Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis. I mean, you name it, right? And they can't come close to beat none of those fighters. They know it. Oscar De La Hoya know it. Eric Gomez know it. His daddy know it. And Floyd Schofield know it himself. So what they do is they use social media, right, where all the pump faking and bluffing goes on X. They use the platform to build their name, to get the fans hyped up, because a lot of fans, I mean, if you say shit enough, fans is going to buy into it and believe it. Even though you've seen Floyd Schofield fight on multiple occasions, and anybody that know boxing should know that they're not half as good as they say they is, right? They're not that good at all. Like, come on, man. Like everybody, some people saying, well, he may not be ready. He'll never be ready for the level of a Tank Davis or Shakur Stevenson. You know what I'm saying? Maybe his pops believes down the line that, you know, his son will be on that level, but he know his son is nowhere near that level right now. So today, they done got on social media and they like, okay, well, since William Zepeda ducked you, right? And they even know that William Zepeda ducked, we'll fight you, right? So let's make it happen. Now everybody is, Floyd Schofield, Shakur Stevenson. It ain't happening, right? They're using guys like Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson to build their names up, right? That's what a lot of fighters do. If you put your name with another fighter that has a big buzz in boxing, well, you know, more people gonna know about you, right? You link yourself to another big name, and that's just what it is. It's bluffing, pump faking, and also, right, his dad, Floyd Schofield pops, would never let him get in the ring with Shakur, right? Oscar De La Hoya would never let him get in the ring with Shakur. So it's a bunch of back and forth, people making videos, right? I'm talking about it myself, right? And this is what they want. This is what they want. They don't have no intentions at all. Don't matter how much money involved, they not finna step in the ring with no Shakur, no Keyshawn Davis, no Tank Davis, none of them. It ain't gonna happen. And as far as Turki Al-Sheikh, right? He's the one that's putting the February 22nd card on, right? Y'all really think that Turki is gonna pay for Floyd Schofield and Shakur Stevenson? Like, I know what Turki has been doing. Turki put together fights that he think is going to be very competitive, fights that he wants to see. He don't want to see no damn Shakur and Floyd Schofield. And as far as Shakur, yeah, Shakur, he just want to bump with anybody at this point in time that's available, right? Because everybody ducking him. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all can say what y'all want to say, but he the real boogeyman in boxing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ducking him. And when I say everybody, I'm not talking about Tank right now, right? We'll see if Tank duck him later on, but I'm talking about all these other fighters that is available to get in the ring with him. They all been ducking him. So when it come to Floyd Schofield, man, all that shit is just a pump faking and bluffing. You know what I'm talking about? Now, what I feel that should happen is I feel that Shakur Stevenson should go after Frank Martin, right? Because yes, Frank Martin is a PBC fighter, but we've seen PBC fighters on Turki Al-Sheikh's card with Terrence Crawford, right? We seen it happen. And when Turki talked, he said that he was going to be working with the PBC in the future, right? So I say, do this, Shakur. Go on X, because Shakur, he uses X all the time. He be on there every day. Go on X and call out Frank Martin. Get on Frank Martin's helmet. Tag him. You know what I'm saying? Tag him, call him out. I guarantee you that Turki Al-Sheikh would much rather put on a fight between Shakur and Frank Martin than Shakur and Scofield, right? And then Frank Martin gonna get paid, right? The reason that Frank Martin say he ain't fight Shakur the last time is because he wanted a little extra oomph, right? He wanted a little extra oomph. Well, Turkey gonna be willing to give him a little extra oomph to make that fight happen. So give Frank Martin his extra oomph. Shakur Stevenson, get on his helmet, press him, call him out, and make the fight happen. Make the fight happen. Ain't none of these other dudes willing to fight you. Circle back around to Frank Martin, right? See if what he was saying about that little extra oomph is really real, right? Press him. And man, let's see if we can make that happen. Because he under Errol Spence. Errol Spence ain't gonna stop Frank Martin from getting the bag, right? If he was gonna do that, he wouldn't have let him fight Tank. So man, make that happen. That's the only realistic fight that I see that can happen. Or, Edwin De Los Santos, depending, you know what I'm saying? I don't have no problem with that fight. You know what I'm saying? See if Edwin want to, run it back. But I like Frank Martin Shakur. Make that happen. Let me know what y'all think. Drop a comment in the comment section. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. And y'all already know how I do. Mr. Make you bite blood out your bottom lip. Mr. Do something to me when you see me.